Ugh.
So much I can do.
Bro.
You can bump with the bird.
Okay, he's really gotta stop playing zombies, man. Like, zombies have so many, like, little lines that can make them really, really good. And if you just don't see those lines ever, you just can't play this deck. Yeah, you probably thought there was never gonna be another reaction video on this channel. But you know what, guys? I know a lot of y'all liked my reaction videos, and I've been watching, Prague. Well, a lot of people watch Prague, and they're coming in close to the September 2011 era. That's my expertise. That's my space to watch and silently judge them for the builds that they choose to use and the cards they choose to ignore. And I was actually going to start reacting to it as of last episode when they did Storm of Ragnarok, because they skipped over a lot of really important cards. Like, for example, they just did not really care about the Nordic package at all, even though Nordics are very, very good and super good in a format like this where Maxi doesn't really exist for them. But yeah, I was really down to like talk about it, but Simo was on Chainburn, and I just did not want to sit there and react to Simo playing Chainburn. It just didn't sound like a fun experience for me or you. So yeah, we're gonna start here with Hidden Arsenal 4. This episode, as they progress through the Tengu Plant format in this era. I might even go a little bit further because a lot of this era I'm quite familiar with and I really enjoy. So yeah, let me know if you guys are down for this, if you want to keep watching Prague with me, because that's how we're going to go about it. But, as a reminder, although there will probably be some flaming, I do not do these videos to flame or make fun of these guys. It's strictly to talk about what they could be doing better, especially within the realm of the September 2011 format. Because there's a lot of intense decisions and things that people just aren't as familiar with. So just want to put that disclaimer out there. We're all here to learn, right? We're all here to learn. So without any further ado, let's hop in. Let's start watching this video.
Previously
I'll chain Secret Barrel?
Oh no!
on Progression Series Season 2.
Oh man, you're so easy to bait.
Oh, I got baited!
Bro, Gage's reactions are so crit. Like they're so. He's like the best person to play Yu-Gi-Oh against. You flip a tarantula, he's like, oh my god. And you're like, damn, he's into it. You know what I'm saying?
Start off strong. Bullseye. Space Typhoon on this one.
There's only so much I can do about it, so.
Hey! I'm so good.
You work.
In this series, both Nim Nim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. But this time around, we'll be introducing side sets, a new banning system, and plenty of other fun surprises that you'll just have to watch to find out. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Season 2.
We don't need all the patrons. So.
Finally, we have spun something good on the wheel. We can actually do something that impacts the game. I have spun the first unbanned ticket in what feels like an eternity. I get to actually remove any card from our ban list, which is getting pretty hefty. There's a lot of cards that we aren't allowed to play. Took me a few minutes to ponder exactly what I wanted, but there's one card in particular that I know I have that Alex doesn't. I didn't even get the chance to play with it because he banned it before I was able to cook some goo up with it. That card's Dimension Fusion. Dimension Fusion, as well as Change of Heart, are 2 cards that really stood out. Those are both ones that Alex don't have that I do, but Dim Fizz feels like a...
Okay, so I know that Dim Fizz is like pretty good, right? Like there's a lot of tools that it can use, but I feel like it plays towards specific strategies that banish a lot. And I feel like, generically speaking, Change of Heart is just the craziest card ever printed. Like, I feel like there's no shot that you should pick Dim Fizz over Change of Heart, in all honesty. Like, thinking within the realm of Tengu Plant format, especially, I talk about this on my channel a lot, where I say that Mind Control is the best card in Tengu Plant format. Mind Control is Change of Heart with way more restrictions. Change of Heart just goes absolutely crazy. So I don't know if I agree with that, but I'm interested to see what he cooks up with the card, because it is a cool card for sure.
It could be extremely explosive if I get to activate it one time. Pretty much a game winner, right? I think that's a good choice. Let's get into the episode today. Another great win, 2-0 streak yet again. We have a 3-win streak right on the horizon. I feel like if I can get a couple of these streaks going, I can actually even up the score, and nobody will be able to laugh at me ever again. So I get to spin the wheel again. We had tremendous
He
luck
is catching
today.
up.
We actually got to spin the unbanned ticket for the first time, something actually impactful for the game. Let's see if we can have that kind of look again. I'm going to hit it twice this time. Ready? I hit it once last time and it worked well. Let's go 1, 2. All right, let's see what the wheel gives me. Possibilities are endless again. I'm looking for anything that's not a wild card. Ultra. I mean, that's all right, right? We had Storm of Ragnarok last set. Actually, not sure if there's really any good ultra rares. Nope, there's not. There's like Shein.
Let's look at these. Okay, so if he pulled Nordics, I don't remember if he pulled Nordics, but Fetters is actually like really, really good. Also, Burrito, even just a single Burrito goes kind of hard in like almost like a pseudo sealed format like this, right? It's just like any two machine monsters brings out a 28 that brings out an extra monster. I think that's pretty powerful. So I think they're kind of sleeping on this card a bit. I mean, if Karakuri's around the table, hype is a big boy, but yeah, I mean, there's also like he can go for Lance, which I think would be really, really strong, or even just again some more of those Nordic cards. Like if he has weird ratios between like Grey Goat and the Horse, that's literally all you really need for a Nordic package. I would take whatever you're missing because I really think the Nordic package is one of the most abusable things in sealed play, where you're very incentivized to attack what your opponent has, which means that you can hard abuse that with Nordics.
Ian's pretty sick, right? I guess if I'm taking anything, it's like either those or the super rares. I could take a Forbidden Lance. Like, Lance is pretty good, right? Give me a minute. Lance pretty sure gets a nice reprint. Sheehan doesn't get a super opportunistic one. And I don't know if my 6-Ams are good. I don't have a Grandmaster. No Keys-Ons either, man. Man, why is it so tough to pick? Level 5? You know what? I've yet to figure out if there's something good with it, but I'll take it anyways. I'm going to take a Legendary 6 Samurai Sheehan. We'll put it in the bank. Maybe it becomes useful. If not, I'm going to regret not picking Lance, but that's what I'm sticking with. I'm sticking with my gut.
Okay, like does he has access to his own card pool, right? Like why not just check and see if you could build 6 Sams and then go for it. But also, I think just generically speaking, Lance is like way more worth. Like 6 Samurais in general are already pretty weak, especially in Tengu Plant format, and I don't necessarily feel like they get that much stronger the further you move along in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think in 2012 they won a YCS, which is pretty cool, but I feel like they're going to quickly move out of this era, and 6 Samurais only get worse. They're already very underwhelming in Tengu Plant format, so I really feel like Lance was just the choice if you're not going to opt for any of the extra Nordic cards. Again, I don't know his Nordic ratios, so that's kind of tough to say, but if he had good Nordic ratios, then Lance. If you don't, then I would almost say the Nordic ratios are going to carry you in a lot of matches because people just misplay into those cards a lot.
We'll go with that. Let's get into the set today. Hidden Arsenal. It's actually a good Hidden Arsenal today. Let's see what's up.
Okay, maybe I was being a bit optimistic last week that we were going to win with Chainburn. In all fairness, I think it wasn't the worst idea, but in retrospect, I think we could have probably done a little bit better. I've got a plan for this.
So this set here, in my honest opinion, goes really, really hard if they just abuse the archetypes in here. Because some of these archetypes are actually very, very strong. Like, for example, Fabled is super strong. Like, Fabled in Tengu Plant format is a weaker deck because of the fact that Max C exists. And so it's, like, not really something you have to worry about in Game 1, but when people side in Max C's Game 2s, it can kind of blow you out because this deck is so Special Summon reliant. But in sealed format, where clearly neither of them have Max C, I would be slamming Fabled like crazy. This deck goes off, man. You can draw like a million cards. There's so much you can do in a single turn. So this is like a crazy good archetype to play with. Also, I mean, even Tengu Plant format right now, we're seeing a ton of success with Jurax. Like, Jurax are very, very good. And y'all already know that I think Ice Barriers as like a pseudo Monarch deck, when they have limited Monarchs, this could actually be great for them to like try to opt for Ice Barriers. Depending on if they have the Searcher, I don't know if that has came out yet as a common. I believe it has. I think it's Starstruck Blast, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, if they have the Ice Barrier Searcher, then there's really good merit to even going for Ice Barriers, because these decks are like, it's almost like a bunch of structure decks in a single thing. So like these archetypes can honestly do very well compared to a lot of the stuff they have at their disposal from other sets. It kind of depends, but I do think they should definitely be considering some of these cards in here. Even Naturia got top 4 in a tournament recently for us as well. So like, I don't know. I think they're gonna overlook a lot of these, but I think they're really strong.
week, but that could also change depending on what we pull today, because today we are opening Hidden Arsenal 4 Trishula's Triumph. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There is a chance that Trishula might be entering the progression series as far as today. So let's go over the
Trish
cards.
goes hard.
Super rares, there's not a ton to really talk about. Jurak Aolo is like somewhat relevant a little bit later. I mean, it's like an okay card, but like until we get dinos, it's not like the best. There's some like other decent stuff in here as well, like Gen X Ally Birdman's probably the biggest one in the super rare slot. This isn't gonna be like Hidden Arsenal 3 where there's like a lot of decent super rares. There's like a few, but like not a ton. Birdman though is huge. This card has a lot of potential in our format, and I'm excited to see where it goes because we're most likely gonna pull it. The supers aren't really what you're here for, though. You guys are here for the secret rares, and there are a ton of them. We've got stuff in here like the Fabled Unicorn. We've got stuff like Naturia Landois in here as well, which would completely round out our Naturia package, because I think we've already had Beast and Barkion up until this point. We also have cards such as Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, and holy crap, this card is extremely powerful. And maybe we'll be seeing it today, because we got 24 packs to try to open it. There's one secret rare in every pack. There's like some other like random niche stuff like Gen X Ally Triforce and the like in here. Exterio's off the table because I'm pretty sure Gage banned Cyberstein, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Overall, like, it's kind of Trishula or bust. We're going to have Birdman in the format, which actually has a lot of implications. So we'll see what happens. But until then, we have a new Turbo Pack today as well. Turbo Pack 5. Some neat cards in here. One in particular I'm really hoping we pull. Let's flip up the first pack and see.
Hey, Black Salvo.
Black Salvo, I think, was a super rare all the way back in Crimson Crisis, I want to say. And I don't know if, like, Salvo decks are still good in the progression series, but we do have, like, Dekoichi and stuff, so I won't rule it out. Second pack, let's see what we get here. Manju, I think
Puppet
we probably
Plant.
have a playset of this. Puppet Plant, I think, was a common before. In Royal Command, I think we already are good on a playset there. Come on, there's a super and an ultra that, or not an ultra, a ultimate that I'm looking for. And we don't get it. Shield Crush is kind of interesting, though. We've never had this card in progression because I believe it was in, like, a premium pack or some weird set. And so this is, like, Nobleman of Crossout to an extent. We're kind of past the point of Nock being good, but, you know, we'll take new cards where we can.
Shield Crush low-key isn't bad, especially because I've noticed in a lot of these videos they've been doing, like, they've been running, like, recruiters, like, Mystic Tomato or even Pyramid Turtle. Shield Crush actually is like pretty good in those scenarios where they're just sitting with a defensive like floater or recruiter and you can just like bop it because it doesn't have to be face down, right?
Coming right up.
All right, we got 24 packs. Hidden Arsenal 4. And with Trishula on the front, that's the only card I'm looking after. A lot of the other stuff is pretty mediocre at best. If we get a Trishula, I'm happy with the results. Ancient Flamebell Deity. Wow. This is a card that I always thought had the coolest artwork. Defender of the Ice Barrier. Big fan of the colors on that card. Naturia Mantis. Whoa. The Fabled Kudabi. Another card that I just wish was better. Cha was pretty cool, but don't really feel like I have anything Fabled in the works, right? Not giving Doug Zeef a call yet. Another sick-looking card, by the way. Ungustu... Oh my god, hold on, give me a minute. I'm gonna get this. Angusticlavi. Yeah.
See, they're writing off the Fableds already.
He's the man. Fabled Cerberal's actually a really good secret rare. Any level 2, you can see $5, bro. When's the last time people were playing this? Was it Sprite? Maybe not. Some kind of punk variant, I think.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 24 packs of
I had no idea.
Arsenal. Trishula or bust, baby. Let's go. First pack, we do not get it. There's Landois. I'm not disappointed to see this because this is like probably the second or third best secret rare we could have pulled. There is also the potential we could play some like weird Naturia deck. Naturia Mantis, surprisingly, is actually like quite an annoying card. And in like a somewhat limited format like this, there is potential. Jurak Aolo, Fabled Kudabi. This card isn't like terrible either. It's just like super situational. Unfortunately, it's kind of just relegated.
Aolo goes super hard because of the fact that if you're running, I mean, I don't know if they pulled Lances or whatever, but with Lances, with Shrinks, with any, like, even Rush Recklessly, you could make it work. But with Guaiba and Flamvel Firedog, I know Simo has a good Flamvel package. Aolo is really, really good because you can rekindle it back and it can become anything, right? It's like the best rekindling target in the game. So, especially if they manage to pull Trishula in here, that would be really crazy because of the fact that you can easily make Trishula with Jurak packages. So, that'd be cool to see.
To Fabled, but very funny. Dragoonity Corseska is actually going to be slightly more relevant once we get to like Dragon Rulers and like Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. That's something I think we actually didn't have access to at that point in time, so that'll be nice. There's our first Birdman. Honestly, 1 is probably fine. It may even be limited now if my memory serves correctly. I'd have to double check and see, but I mean, it's just a fantastic card. It's a tuner. It can like bounce stuff back. There's a lot of neat stuff we can do. It's also a dark machine, which is relevant. Also want to point out, this is like my 4th copy or 5th copy of Barcha in 8 packs. Ridiculous.
Looking for Trish. Still no Trish. That's my 3rd Fabled Kudabi. Fascinating. Exterio. Any Cybersteiners around here? Any Cybersteiners? Pretty good card. Again, just looking for Trishula. If I walk away with a Trishula in these openings, it's bueno. Birdman's insane. I'd like to pick up a couple copies of a super rare Birdman. There's a reason this card gets limited. It's extremely good. There's a lot of cool loops we can do with Divine of the Mist Valley.
Birdman's also really powerful in this format as well because no Maxi. Like Maxi was really like a punish to a lot of these like super OP cards, and without Maxi, Birdman really goes off.
I'd like to snab a couple of these. I think that's my first. Jirak Meteor. Whoa. Whoa, another Kudabi. That's crazy. Barcha. Oh my god, I'm in the last 2 packs. There's another Birdman right there. Okay, there's a reliever right there. Last pack, Trishula. Oh my god, I didn't get any Trishula. And I only got, what, 2 Birdman? Is this a respin? I'd hate to spin a respin, bro. I really think that's what it is, though. I'm going to feel stupid if I don't have a Trishula.
I think it's a respin. I mean, like, Trish is such a powerful card, and it really takes a long time for that card to get reprinted. So I would definitely respin here if I was in his position, especially because they get 3 new rerolls every time they jump an era, which is honestly like almost too OP. I think they need to dial that back because of the fact that like I think they already have like a ton as is. So I would just be throwing them out. You're gonna get new ones anyway.
And like Trishula doesn't get reprinted forever. Trishula's crazy.
True.
I have a few. Let's use one. I feel like it's worth it, right? Is it? Oh my god, bro. You know what? I want a 3rd Birdman. I want a Trishula. I'm gonna respin this. It probably is not the right move, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go 24 more packs of Hidden Arsenal 4. That's probably the worst respin of the series. Nobody laugh! Nobody laugh, especially when I don't get the Trishula in this 24. There's Birdman. Got the refund on one of the Birdmans already. Just need one more to buff it out. General Gontala. Naturia White Oak.
The General Gontala is big. I've seen Gage use like Monarch packages and stuff like that, and he even has Light and Darkness Dragon. So like that has insane synergies with the Ice Barrier cards. The General Gontala goes really hard because it can just start bringing stuff back, and it can get really crazy.
Oh my god, this is bad. This is so bad. Whoa. There's Exterio again. Not the secret I want to be seeing. Cerberal's neat. Another Birdman. I think that's my second. Which is fine. Try him. Bro, where's the Trishula? Oh my god. 3rd Birdman. At least I got 3 Birdman in the run, right? Another General Gontala. Anybody playing Ice Bears anytime soon? Whoa, Ryo.
He literally has the whole Ice Barrier package
Well,
right there. He's big chilling.
That's a good thing, right? I have
He
not
could full
seen the
send.
super rares in that first go around. There's another one that I haven't seen that I'd really like to. Okay, coming on the last 4. No Trishas in sight. That's a 2nd Cerebral, which is pretty good, I guess, right? We got the 3 Birdman, Triforce. Oh, come on, dude. 2 packs left. No! No! I'm going to respin and not get the Trish. Oh my god, I got 3 Barcha! No one's ever used
I think he also got a playset of Aeolo, which is really good. I mean, I have to
Barcha.
double check.
I don't need 3 of them. Oh, that's disappointing. Waste of a freaking...
That's a really good Jurak package if he got 3. And 3 Birdman, like, there's a lot of good stuff he actually pulled. I mean, not hitting the Trish is really grief, though. It does suck. But I'm honestly kind of surprised because I feel like they haven't had that much difficulty. Like, they both hit Bryanak in the last one or whatever.
Reroll here, but I don't have a choice. I feel like you need Trishula, bro. And I don't have it. Wonder how many Alex got. Save it to the collection. Let's get building day.
Okay, Fabled Unicorn, I'll take it. Again, it's a Fabled specific card.
That
but,
card's
this
good.
Card can be incredibly annoying later on. And I think like my Fabled luck from core sets, which is like more concerning than getting them in these packs, is actually quite good. I don't know if I'm going to play Fabled or anything like that, but at least we have like one of their best cards. I think this rounds out our playset of Birdman, so we could possibly play 3 of this card. I'd have to check where we're at on the ban list, because I think we have a new ban list for this episode as well, so that's kind of exciting. Got some card shifting around there. Only a few packs left. I think we'll just send the last few here. No Trish yet, so hopefully we get that in the last few. That's like our 3rd or 4th Jurak Meteor. Hopefully we don't get any more of those. Oh yes, General Raiho of the Ice Barrier. Shoutouts to History of Jank for that one. That was a fantastic time.
Hey, they played Ice Barriers, and they played it poorly. Just saying. But, you know, they did play it. So it's on their radar. They need to think about these things.
And for the last pack, we do not pull the Trish. I could try to respin this, but honestly, we're going for a single card. I don't really think it's worth it. Like, Trish is insane, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I think we're just going to save it. We'll hold on to our redo tickets, and let's go ahead and get to building.
Switching it up. As always, got to keep Alex on his toes. This time we got something creamy.
I love this. This looks a lot like the demise list I have on my website, except mine was using like a Dark World package and then trade-ins plus the big Magnet Warrior guy. But to supplement what they're doing, like, or what like Gage is doing with the ARA to like send these, it's kind of cool because there's just so many cards that can set up a live graveyard and nuke the field. I actually really like this idea. It's super sick. Because, I mean, Demise is super powerful. They do have access to Valor now, so it could be slightly less good, but there's so many extenders in this deck. This is actually shaping into more of a Tengu Plant style deck. Like, I think they've kind of been locked into Edison, which Edison just has way less extenders and things to do in a single turn. And now that they're, like, Gage is really adapting well to the Tengu Plant format, so I actually really like this build a lot. It's definitely spicy, but I do like it, and it uses the Dim Fizz, so hey, hopefully we get to see that card resolve. I don't want to hear him explain all the things in their deck, so I'm gonna just skip ahead. All right, Simo is on what looks like the same deck he's been on for the past like 10 years, which is just like shitty zombies. I mean, like, yeah, again, he's just locking his brain in Edison format. I guess he has Valor, but I really think he could spice up this package. He could also supplement this stuff with Nordics really well. Like, instead of running the tomatoes, you could just run Nordics, and I think it would be better. It's like close to something okay, but I mean, I don't know. It's just, I don't like all these recruiters. They seem really dead. Like, they seem kind of bad. I guess like the logic is like you crash the tomatoes so you can summon out Dad, but like that's like a strategy off of a one of, and you run Raikou, so like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a super big fan of this list. I think it's okay. Let's see what that happens when they play though. Why did Simo get Chaos? He's playing zombies.
Gage, this is an exciting episode. Not only do we have Hidden Arsenal 4, the set that has Trishula, one of the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh cards from the Synchro era.
Look at that face at defeat. Like, he's talking about Trish. He definitely thinks that Simo also, like, pulled a Trish and he just did it. So you can see him just, like, dying inside.
Before seen in the progression series. I'm also on the verge of a banning. I think I haven't mentioned that up until this point. So, yeah, pressure's on, buddy. How you feeling?
Good, bro. I'm gonna feel even better when I'm on that 3-win streak yet again. Take anything out of my collection again, bro. I need the wins. I think I checked a little bit ago, and the scores aren't quite evened up. But if I can get a couple of like streaks going like this, it could be changing around here before we get to Zexal.
We still have plenty of episodes before, at this rate, we're going to probably be ending on Duelist Nexus or like the set after that, which we don't even know yet. But the progression series takes its sweet time to get until the end. So you've got time, buddy. Don't worry. But this is a cool episode. There's some other like neat cards in here, like aside from Trish as well. Maybe not as many as like Hidden Arsenal 3, but still some things that we can play around with. And again, we didn't have those cards before, so it unlocks some strategies otherwise. You feel
I'm so
way?
glad they decided to do
Absolutely, man.
side
Some really
sets.
cool cards. Like, there's a card that I always never really understood as a kid why it was so good, but I got sent a couple of lists, and I'd say Gen X Ally Birdman.
Yeah.
Dude. That is a hell of a level 3
It
tuner.
is. Yeah, crazy card, and maybe we'll be seeing a bit of it today. So let's go ahead and shout the patron. Cat Zero, thank you for the support. Gage, I don't think I've beaten you in rock, paper, scissors in like 2 months. I feel like it's been forever.
I feel like if you stopped rolling the dice and just went with your gut, like, you would win every single time.
I believe in the die. I believe in the die, baby! Woohoo! All right. Easy choice. I'm going second.
right, bro.
No
Let's see how we
bullshit.
do, okay?
We're getting straight to it. Best of luck, buddy.
Best of luck, Bulls.
I always disliked that they like to remove the turn 1 draw this early in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, it was strong back then, but I mean, it's like a core part of this old Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, for me, I think it's like better to keep that stuff there, especially if they're like going through those retro ban lists and everything as well.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, let's see how it goes.
Stand by main. I'm just going to set one. I'm going to pass turn. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll draw. Stand by anything.
Nope, you're good.
Main 1. I like how this game is starting off, buddy. I'm smiling over here. Can't complain,
Hey, it's
right?
only fair, man. It's only fair. Greedy guy.
You're gonna hate me a lot more when I normal summon the spirit.
Oh, shit! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Nice
wait.
bottomless, buddy. Nice bottomless you got there.
Wait. Bro.
There's a case to Harpy's Feather Dustering this, just in case it's like a live back row that can deal with the Spirit Reaper. It could be like Torrential, even maybe Sakuretsu or something like that. But it's probably fine. I mean, either way, you're up in cards already. So if they 1-for-1 this, you still have 6 cards. So it's like probably okay. But like Gage has to stop this, otherwise it really actually hurts so bad.
Are you gonna ring Reaper?
Oh, he had Torrential, yeah.
Shit!
You don't understand. My hand is full of some primo cards, bro.
Okay.
See, but look at Simo's hand though. Now it's like it feels really bad because he doesn't have a way to like stick a monster. Nothing's gonna stay. And so to me, this feels really uncomfortable because it feels like he opened way too many tuners and a lot of cards you prefer to mill or something like that. This hand's really awkward.
Hey, I bet. Well, I baited Torrential. I'm not gonna complain. I'll just pass. Go ahead.
All right, man. I'm gonna draw for turn. Stand by main.
Yep.
Kick it off. Normal summon Sonic Bird.
Primo cards and then normal Sonic Bird. What the fuck are you
Don't
up
be.
to?
Come on, you don't even know what's going on yet. I'm gonna
I
activate
don't.
Sonic Bird.
Okay, yeah. This will give me some insight when you show me the ritual spell.
Yes. For the ritual spell, I'll pick up the end of the world.
You are, Gage. You are not playing this.
I'm Alex. I'm playing some cards. Man.
Oh my god! You brought back Demise? Are you serious?
I don't think I've ever summoned Demise.
I don't
Alex,
think you have either. I know you've had it this whole time, but I don't think it's ever like done anything. But it might be this time. All right, let's see what you got.
I'm just gonna go battle phase. I'm gonna poke you for 14.
I'll take 14.
I love
Ain't a
ritual
lot-
decks,
ain't a
man.
lot, but
They're so
you should
fun.
Be scared. You should be quaking in your boots. Go ahead, your turn.
I'll draw slowly but surely. Main one. I'm not gonna lie, Sonic Bird is like kind of big looking at the rest of my head.
This is why I hate Book of Life. Just run Call of the Haunted. Call of the Haunted just feels way better to me than Book of Life. Call of the Haunted's chainable. This card is like dead if you open it or see it early. Now his hand is just a giant brick house.
You were just saying it was shit. You were to complain about like Sonic Bird, and now
Like,
look, it's too
my
big
hand-
for you to
okay.
handle.
Let me tell you, my hand is good.
No,
bet.
it's not.
Yeah, I bet. Can't
But-
deal with Sonic Bird, but it's good. I bet.
1400 attack. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of big. It's kind of big. Okay. Do I really have to do this play? There's like a very obvious line, and I feel like it is terrible, so I don't want to do it. But I don't know if I have a choice, if I'm being honest.
You don't have to, bro. No, you don't have to.
It's kind of good. Yeah, okay.
Well, it's literally, you have to summon Gale and just attack. It's like your only line. And it feels really bad. This doesn't even sound good.
do it. We'll bring out Gale. I can't believe you have to waste my Gale to out this fucking Sonic Bird.
Gale the Whirlwind having Sonic Bird.
The
Oh, man,
battle,
the
of,
Battle
the
of the
birds.
Birds,
The battle of the birds. It's gonna get better when I Book of Life here too.
Oh shit! Oh no! The
You can't Book a Life. Let's do another Simo reading lesson. Target one zombie monster in your graveyard and one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon the first target. Also banish the second target. Can't do that.
Reaper. Oh my god! I fucking hate this.
All
What do
right.
you want to
so-
ban? Well, is it?
I was gonna say, what am I gonna banish? There's only one thing to. Oh, I have to
Oh,
banish
you
a
cannot
monster. I
activate
can't
it.
do
Yes.
this.
Okay, he figured it out.
No! Oh
Yes,
my
you
god, it has to
cannot.
banish a monster.
I was gonna be so tilted if he just full sent.
Oh my
Would
fucking
you like to
god.
take this Gale back?
Oh my god.
Does
Perhaps.
that change everything up? You can take it back if you want. I'll keep my Sonic Bird. No problem.
You might keep it.
It's still his
regardless,
only
but I
play.
don't, unfortunately. Now we'll keep Gale. We'll stick with what we did. We'll kill this. I don't want you to have the stars. That's the thing I'm worried most about.
All right, man. If you're sure, I'll take 6 hundo.
Yeah.
Sonic Bird will go to grave.
All right. Second main. I'm still gonna Book of Life this just to get the bird out of the graveyard and just to bring
Okay.
Spirit Reaper back, just to wall up a tad bit, just in case Demise is coming down.
You could also synchro, low key, but I guess if you're afraid of Demise, but even if you're afraid of Demise, why Book a Life? I don't even think that was worth it at all. Like, you're not low on life points. If he summons Demise, he's killing a Gale. That doesn't feel worth it. I feel like this was just really troll, the Book of Life. I'd much rather do this on my next turn to be able to attack directly with the Spirit Reaper and yeet a card.
So
You got it, buddy. I will draw for turn.
yep,
Stand by main.
sure.
All right, I want to start with Advanced Ritual Art.
Sure.
Currently at 1, Alex. I will activate it, and I will send 2 vanillas from my graveyard. We'll get out the Archfiend Soldier as well as the X-Head Cannon.
Oh my god, we're just on like complete garbage. All right. Oh, we're
Shut
gonna get
the fuck
BLS.
up, bro.
We're gonna get BLS here. Oh shit.
That's super cool that he gets to send Light in the Dark as well.
I am going to demise King of the Armageddon, destroy all other cards on the field by paying 2,000 life points.
You are.
See, and this is why you don't just slam Book of Life for no fucking reason. Like, hey, I just want to minus really bad here. Like, you know what he's on. You know he can do this. And so it's like, he won't even do this. It's very unlikely he slams a demise here with, like, if you just have Gale, right? Like, it feels really bad. The only way he does is if he can push for game. Like, he sent a Light in the Dark, so maybe he has BLS and therefore, like, a normal summon and something to win. So maybe it just doesn't matter, right? But still, like, it's so much better to have the Book of Life on the follow-up turn, because if you know this could be coming, like, I feel like you have to play around it.
I'm going to normal summon Manju the 10,000 Hands.
This is 34. Just show me the fucking BLS, buddy.
Yeah, I
Just
guess
oh my god!
Okay, well, I guess it didn't matter.
Guys, let's go! He did it! Oh, that's so crazy.
Can't believe I lost to that.
Let's
Unbelievable.
go!
See, that's what I was talking about with Gage's deck. It has so many extenders. It has so much extra stuff it can do in a single turn, which is why I like it a lot better than this deck. Look how many normal summons are in this deck. Like, and the only extender that Simo really has is Dark Arm Dragon and BLS. I guess technically Mizuki, but like every card in this deck is a normal summon. And you're opting for so few traps. It's such a bad build. Effect Veiler is like at 3 is nice for the matchup for him, but yeah, ugh.
Man, I think the worst part about that is that I got greedy. I had a Feather Duster in hand for the Torrential turn 1, but I'm like, I'm not going to need it. And then it could have actually mattered quite significantly, as a matter of fact. There's like 2 other things I could have done differently that game, but I Demise. Okay, sure, buddy, sure.
I feel like that Reaper would have gotten ripping, bro, if we would have given it the chance.
Potentially. We'll see what happens.
Doing pretty good, though. Let's see what we got, bro, okay?
Yep.
Stand by me.
Go for it. Also, opening ARA BLS is pretty nice. I can't...
I mean, stop complaining, bro. I will set 1, 2, and I'll pass. Go ahead.
Okay. Draw, stand by main. I don't even know what you would set. What? There's no ritual. Is there a ritual guy that I'm forgetting that flips? Did you side out a demise and go back to like normal chaos? Like that's possible. Here, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna copy your move. I'll T-set and pass.
All right, good.
That is safe play. I respect that play.
Sure.
Let's get a look here. I feel like I could do better. I'm gonna flip up Fiber Jar.
Wasn't expecting that.
This might be good for you. I know
Skill
you.
drain.
Oh, skill drain. Oh,
Skill Drain is actually like, so it's like weird that he sided it in and then is like keeping in things like Spirit Reaper. But Skill Drain actually goes really hard in this matchup because Gage's deck is very dependent on monster effects. So
my God,
this could win him the game.
man, that's so
If
unfair.
Gage doesn't have an
What the
out.
fuck?
Says the one who
Nobody
just
plays this
split the
shit.
fucking Fiber Jar. What are you talking about?
Nobody plays this shit, bro. You're the only guy. Oh my God.
It seems like you said you could have done better.
Damn, I never noticed Fiber Jar was a plant. You can banish this for Spore. Sorry.
I think I feel pretty good if you think you could do better. You got MSC for the skill drain?
I don't. I'm gonna summon Gansan.
Yes. Okay.
Let me get a look at this face.
Hey, nice card you got there.
nice Gansan. Yeah.
All right, thinking here. I'm gonna take, what is this, 500 from the Fiber?
Yeah,
whatever.
from Fiber Jar.
Big card. Big
When's
card.
the last time you've seen a Fiber Jar?
I don't think I've
attack
ever been
directly,
hit
bro?
by a Fiber Jar in my life. All right. I'll take the 5 here after I decide what I'm getting with the Sangan here.
Your hand must be some gas if you wanted a Fiber Jar that.
We'll grab... I think the way I want to do this here... We'll just get Mystic Tomato. And then I'll take the 5 from Fiber Jar.
Yep. I will just pass turn.
I guess that's fine, but you could also make a case to search like Goblin Zombie because that can get you Mizuki, so that's going to get you something. Like when Skill Drain's on the field, the biggest boy is the most important. And I feel like Goblin Zombie is going to get you close. It's like still the biggest monster in the current board state and will also get you the biggest boy, right?
Go ahead.
Draw, stand by main.
Oh, hey, you drew it anyway.
You already know I got it, so I'll bring him out.
Yep.
Just clear the jar.
Okay. I will take
9.
No, 900. Excuse me.
Yep.
Math is a little off. There you go.
We're chilling.
Draw.
Yep.
Just throw the Sangan in defense, and I'll pass again.
Dude, those Sonic birds and Manju's probably looking pretty good right now, huh?
Yeah, skill drain's kind of miserable, bro. I'm not gonna
Just a
lie.
bit,
It's a
just a
pretty
bit.
good floodgate.
We'll go Goblin Zombie.
Yeah.
Let's just try to get in for the Sangan here.
Okay, I will get my Sangan search. Sure.
Man of many hands, 14.
Yes, so many hands, bro. And I'll take 14. Not a problem.
And I'll chuck it back.
Draw. Check it out. I'm gonna normal summon Destroyer Golem. This guy looks sick, man. He's so badass.
To be fair, from Simo's perspective, these cards look troll as fuck. But it's actually like, this is actually a smart card. Like, I like it.
I have no words. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I know you're stunned. It's all right.
I'm actually stunned. seeing this. Why?
Yeah, you'll see, bro. I'll set a card, and I will just pass turn. Go ahead.
Golem with a massive right hand. I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players could relate. You know what I'm saying? Catch my drift?
I have no.
Stop dissing on my man Destroyer Golem.
Like,
Wait till
okay,
he fucks
I'm
your
sorry.
shit
I'm
up,
sorry.
bro.
Archie Golem, X-Head Cannon, I get that. This, you've lost me. Like, what do you have fucking Gigantes in here as well? Like, I have no idea what the fuck you were doing with this. Okay. Main one. The ironic part is, like, 1500 under skill drain is kind of fucking big. Guess it's just one of these games now. We'll go.
This is so awkward because, like, if he doesn't have skill drain on field, he could actually just dad him and, like, blow up his whole field. You could make a case to, like, crash anyway, summon dad, and then, like, MST or skill drain in response to the dad effect, and then basically nuke his whole board in exchange for 2 of your cards. But I guess, like, you're gonna probably kill the Destroyer Golem anyway, so, like, I mean, it's not like this creates that much pressure. I don't know. It's like so awkward with this sided in. I mean, it's a good side, but I don't know if it's good for the deck he's playing.
Sideways with both of these.
I mean, that's good for me, yeah.
1500, just a little bit too big. I'll just set one and chuck it back.
That's all you got? All right, man. Yeah, you were talking mad shit on my Destroyer Golem for a guy that can't do much against it.
His massive right hand is crushing many victims today.
Throw down 2 face downs and I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Thrilling gameplay we got going on here. I still don't know what you're setting. All right, 2 attack.
Yep.
Well, let's take a peek.
It is a Senju.
Okay.
Couple of hands.
It's fine. I'll just throw another one down. Go ahead.
Drop. Not battle phase. Bro, you looking silly with that skill drain. I'm gonna summon X-Head Cannon.
Oh!
I'm losing to vanilla.
I'm summon X-Head Cannon, bro. Let's go.
It's just so awkward because you don't really want to attack any of these. I guess with X-Head Cannon, you don't have to worry about Mizuki being the biggest boy, so...
I'll
don't
go
know.
battle here.
Sure.
No, I won't. I won't go battle. I will just pass my turn again. Go ahead, Alex.
Interesting.
Okay, I'll draw. You're just taking your sweet time over there. All right, I guess I'll just keep throwing stuff down. I guess I'll
Wait.
put my tomato defense. No point in taking
Why did he set Raikou with skill drain active?
any more damage.
Why not set the
Now,
turtle?
And we will chuck it back.
Draw.
Like, what happens if Gage just swings into the
All right, I will
set?
go battle this time.
Yep.
Does he do it?
I'll beat over your tomato with the Destroyer Golem.
Sure, we'll trigger it.
Yep.
This may surprise you. I will grab another tomato.
No, you don't say. I'll beat the frame out of that one too here.
Okay, so I'll take 4 for that one. Trigger it again. Who do we want? We'll go plagues.
Okay. I will just
So, when you're playing against recruiters, and you attack into one and he gets another tomato, he's clearly stalling for the second attack. So, the best play is to just not attack that tomato again. And then, like, use your attacks as a resource to deal with the recruiter without actually, like, giving them what they want. Because usually the player with the recruiter has something in mind that they want to end your turn on, basically. So it would have been way smarter to attack into the set or just not attack at all. Especially, but I mean, I guess Gage probably doesn't expect Simo to just set Raiko under skill drain for no reason at all.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see what we draw. Okay, let's see what happens.
Book of Moon's
Let's
strong.
go MST.
Target.
This one.
It is a bluff. Dark calling.
Oh, we on like the Gaia shit too? Okay.
That's the reason you see the Rocky guy there. Oh,
Yeah,
stop.
that makes sense. That makes sense. We'll go this one this time.
Gage just wants to see a single MST while Simo just slams 2 of them.
I mean, I guess I will flip it.
Target.
I'll target the Goblin Zombie.
I feel like you almost always target Tuner here. Like, Plague Spreader, he has to put a card on top of deck to get back. This is just auto-replacing itself, and he can literally just search another Goblin Zombie and then normal summon Goblin Zombie in Synchro. I don't know, what the hell. Mind blown.
So we'll take 11 and then zombie effect.
Yep. Oh, wait, can you? Oh, it is. It's mandatory. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're not missing any timings out here, Gage.
You could have. If it said
We
when.
could've.
If it said when, that would have been a missed timing there.
Could have. Okay. 1200 or less defense.
Search the Mizuki.
Seems easy enough. 1 back row, 2 vanillas, and a handful of dreams.
I guess you technically can just search the other Goblin Zombie, Synchro for Bryanak, and like pitch the Mizuki, which is pretty good too. But I mean, you can make a case for either. Either way, this is like crazy.
I guess I'll just take another zombie. I'll keep the rotation going.
There we go.
Check here.
He even has pre-mat. He has so much.
Okay. Well, normal said Goblin Zombie.
Yep.
Sync him up. Let's try for our good old friend Doom Kaiser Dragon.
Oh, dog. Oh my god, he actually
Trigger
summoned
the Goblin
Kaiser.
Zombie.
Yeah, that's fine.
You will get, this may surprise you, another Goblin Zombie.
Wow, fascinating.
Okay, no, definitely, like, you have Book of Moon. Like, you could just use Bryanak plus Book of Moon to pitch Goblin Zombie, and you probably have enough darks for Dad at this point, I would assume. Yeah, with pre-mat, there's no way you can't, and Plague Engrave, there's no way you can't manipulate the grave for Dark Armed. I don't know how many he has, but I'm sure he can get there. So, like, he could literally just, like, Bryanak, pitch Mizuki. He could, like, bounce this whole board, chain Book of Moon, and then he can use Mizuki plus pre-mat to make this, and then summon Dark Armed in between it, and you have game right there. So, I don't know what he's going for. This doesn't make sense.
We'll try for battle here.
What?
That's fine.
Bro, he just has game.
Without the Destroyer Golem.
Sure, I will take 900.
Yep.
Oh,
Then second main, I will chuck one down and throw back.
Draw.
that was game.
Stay my favor. I will set a card, put this X-Head Cannon to defense, and I'll set another one. I'll pass. Go ahead.
Sounds good to me.
Why did he double space if he wasn't going to just go for game there? And how do you not see the line?
I'll draw.
That's so
Stand
sad.
by main.
I'm tilted.
Damn. I have a sick line. I just don't think it's worth doing, which is unfortunate because it's actually really fucking cool. That sucks. Man, so many options. I'll go for a Goblin Zombie.
Okay.
Let's go battle.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Goblin Zombie into this. I want to see what this is.
It is Senju of the 10,000.
Okay. We'll Doom Kaiser over here.
Yep.
Second main. I'm chilling. Go ahead.
Draw. Stand by main. All right, I'm gonna flip up Reckless Greed.
No response. Greedy guy.
I'm gonna flip up Reckless Greed.
Sure. Didn't hit those with the MSTs. Perfect. 8 cards, buddy. Can you make it happen?
Fucking trap stun. I'm not gonna lie, that trap stun's a piece. I mean, sorry, the skill drain's a piece of shit, bro. Like, I don't fucking know how I beat skill drain.
It's a fair and balanced card, Gage. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
I'm sure, man. You would think that. Yeah, I am gonna banish a light and a dark here.
Okay. Big boy.
Miniature boy. We'll put in the Sork here.
Yeah, I think it's just game if he can't out it.
He's still pretty big.
He's chunky. He's got some butt. I'll roll down a face down. 2 more.
Just building the wall.
Yep. Go ahead. Your turn.
We'll draw. Stand by main. I could just try to keep pushing, I guess. I'd have to actually connect into the other one, potentially. I guess if you, like, torrential me, that's not a bad thing, because it clears your board as well. I'm going to go Plague Effect.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, he's like, he had 5 darks. That's what I'm seeing.
Into the other one, potentially. I guess if you, like, torrential me, that's not a bad thing, because it clears your board as well. I'm going to go Plague Effect.
Sure.
So 1, 2, 3. He has 6 darks. I feel like Dad was slammable at some point, but maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe this wasn't a line. Maybe he didn't have game. But that... Well, no, because I think he did. Because didn't he searched Goblin Zombie off Goblin Zombie? If he searched Mizuki, he had Dad with Book of Moon. Yeah, I think he had game. I'm going to say he did. But, like, I don't know why you're not at least trying to slam the Dad down just as a 2800 beater if you have skill drain. Like, after you're above a certain threshold, you're not going to be able to use it.
We'll sync.
Yep.
Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go Zombie Effect.
Sure.
Get Mr. Mizuki.
Great card. Yep.
Now that we have him, he's great. I'm going to go Rio Effect. I'm going to pitch 4 cards and target all 4 of your cards.
You're under skill drain. You know that, right?
I know.
I don't like to hear that. Yeah. I know. Yeah. All right. What?
Anything?
No, you're good.
Book the Brio.
Sure.
Yeah, what was that about? Worried about skill drain,
I mean, am I
buddy?
not dead yet?
Huh?
Oh, I'm dead
What was
now.
that?
I
Yeah,
mean,
you're dead.
yeah, I'm dead now. All right.
Damn,
Shit,
the
I just
$8,000.
But yeah, I have enough to kill you there. So it's
All right. Game 3. Game
He saw the line like 40 turns late.
3.
We did it.
Just couldn't assemble the right cards together to be able to add it. Weird. I don't know if you would guess I was looking for Harpy's Feather Duster or
Really?
or Giant Trunade.
Wouldn't
off
have guessed.
Those, 4 draws.
Wouldn't
yes,
have
I feel
guessed.
like those would have helped. But knowing you had an Effect Veiler in hand too also made things maybe a little less sure that I'd be able to clutch it.
yeah.
But I do have the option to be able to go second, so I will be doing that. And I'll let you go first, bud. No problem.
It's scary because you
Simo,
get
turn 1
battle
skill
phase,
drains
looking
again.
forward to that, and judging by my hand,
Gross.
It's,
I hate this card.
it's fine. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine.
Will it be?
Everything
Yeah,
will be
okay.
fine. Everything will be fine. We'll be
Draw,
okay.
Stand by me.
Yeah.
I'll start it off with the... Bro, you... the Sonic Bird,
The
bro.
Sonic
Yes,
Bird.
sir.
Sure.
Let's go. Sonic Bird. I will
fine.
search your
Respect.
spell. I'll pick up AVA.
Okay. At least you didn't have it in your hand again.
I will set a card, and I'll go Battle Phase for 14.
14 is fine.
Huge. Go ahead, your turn.
I'll draw. I'll just set and pass.
Draw. Stand by main.
Yep. You got a second bird.
It's the word, but I don't know. Do I want to make the bird? I'm gonna keep putting the beats on you, bro.
It's actually so sad that
Archfiend
was
Soldier.
Pyramid
Oh,
Turtle
shit, this
over
guy's actually
Tomato.
big. Yeah. Okay.
He is
Damn.
19, bro. Bigger than Sonic Bird. Would you
He
believe
is
it?
bigger. He is bigger.
All right. What do you got? Like Plague. I think the largest defense I've seen is like Mystic Tomato. Tomato has 11.
Correct.
Let's go Bird. Over.
You are so greedy. You are so greedy.
No!
Bonk.
Oh man! Oh, it was the easiest hit in the game. Oh.
Would you like to try with Archfiend Soldier?
No, I know you got a nice little Spirit Reaper that could totally ruin my entire life, bro. So, your move, Alexander. Go ahead.
Damn.
Hey, we'll draw.
Ooh, Tomato goes
that's
hard.
Pretty good. Deal with fucking Archfiend Soldier, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Wait, yes, it does. Okay, literally, it's normal summon Tomato, switch Pyramid Turtle to attack, crash the turtle into Sonic Bird to get yourself a Plague Spreader, and then it's crash the Tomato into Sonic Bird. So you're going to take 200 damage, and then you're going to special summon out a Goblin Zombie, and then you have a Sync 6, and a Search, and Book of Life becomes live. It's kind of crazy.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
I never thought the
1900, bro.
fucking vanillas would be my, like, they're so big. Oh my god. Everything in this deck is so tiny. Whatever. I have Mystic Tomato.
Oh, okay, so I
Here.
not really so much I can do.
Bro.
You can bump with the bird.
Okay, he's really got to stop playing zombies, man. Like, zombies have so many, like, little lines that can make them really, really good. And if you just don't see those lines ever, you just can't play this deck. In his defense, it's a tough deck to play. It really is kind of hard. But, my god, man, like, these are, like, glaringly obvious lines. Like, you want that turtle to get you to Goblin Zombie, and he gave you free access to that Goblin Zombie. A 6/6 into Bryo to search Mizuki is crazy. I mean, even if you don't want to go Bryo, get the Doom Kaiser or whatever. Ugh.
Okay. I'll take our plus here. Whatever I get is just going to meet the death of Mr. Archfiend Soldier. Already got Turtle. You know what? I'll get Sangan. Whatever.
Okay.
He could have also got Gale and half the Archfiend Soldier if he's like that worried about it. But yeah, I don't. This was so troll. This was such a. He's just like, if Simo loses, which I honestly would assume he does. This is why. This turn here was just flopped.
Your go.
Draw.
Yep. X head cannon. Bring it on.
No, Manju of the 10,000.
Oh, okay. That's actually a thing. Yeah, sure.
Man of Many Hands is gonna pull me up a ritual monster from the deck.
Sure.
He has the thing.
Huge King of the Army.
This is crazy because he can even end of the world here and just use these two as materials, and that puts a light and dark engrave, and it'll also force torrential, which will wipe the pyramid turtle.
I'm gonna go battle phase.
Sure.
I'm gonna soldier into your Sanguine.
For 9, that's fine.
Big 9 hundo.
Search.
Search whatever you want, my friend. Anything.
Not anything. If only it was anything.
Oh, I'll go anything.
That would dictate.
1500 or
I was gonna say
lower.
that would dictate my decision heavily.
You definitely want to affect Valor.
Situation. Let's get a Goblin Zombie.
Okay. Your move. Go ahead.
6 in hand.
This deck is totally dependent on effects and OTKing you in a single turn. Effect Valor is like the most crucial card here. If you're gonna get Sangan, at least search the right target. You have the Pyramid Turtle to get you the Goblin Zombie.
And I know
I'm
you've
so
got
tilted,
ARA
man.
Demise.
I'm so tilted.
You
Probably
do know
a
I
bit
have the combos.
hesitant to fire it because you probably want to do it on like an open board. I'll draw. I guess it's too juicy to resist, so I guess we'll do it. We'll pre-mat.
Yeah.
Give me back my tomato. And we'll just try to crash it.
No, you,
That's fine.
bro. He has a second chance. He can do it still. Why do you just want this defense position turtle, man? You're just giving him time to set up.
These will both go. I'll get a tomato trigger.
I'm losing my brain cells.
Whatever. Second main. I've got a back row. Go ahead.
Draw.
And we just get another tomato. We're just not advancing the game state at all.
Start with Giant Trunade.
Yuck.
Okay, that's game. You literally just lost. My god.
Sure.
Sure. Cool.
Yeah.
AVA.
It's fine.
It's
We're
AR.
going.
They're going. I'll put the Destroyer
There we
Golem
go.
and the other Archfiend Soldier. Special Demise.
Sure.
Demise? Gotta have a Veiler here. You gotta have a Veiler here.
My problem is I'm trying to decide what to play around. 'Cause I don't know what you have.
I don't know, bro.
That's what makes it scary. Okay.
Alright, you got the play. What's up?
So the issue is that you have a dark and a
You don't have a choice. Like, even if he has a light and a dark, he's going to banish one, but you still have a floater to deal, like, to recruit into. You have to hit this effect right here. Like, what are you going to hit after that? I don't know why we're contemplating this. You have to Valor this, but this is also why we don't search that Goblin Zombie and we have a second Valor. Then you don't even have to debate at all. You're just chilling.
light, and you also have a fiend and an earth. So the issue is, I don't know if you have Dark Gaia. I don't know if you have BLS. If you have both, I'm cooked, basically, no matter what. Which, I mean, that could also just be in the cards, too. I guess currently you have no way to do both, technically. But you could, for all I know. So I'm trying to, like, weigh all the combinations of, like, what happens in certain instances, essentially. And so I think what I have come to the determination is, you called it, I do have the Veiler, so I am going to Veiler here.
Yes, understandable. All right, let me think of my line here now. All right, I'm going to go light and a dark. It's not Blackluster Soldier, but it is a mighty good one. It's the Sork.
Zork's still pretty good.
I'll Sork banish this.
Makes sense.
I'll follow it up with a normal summon of X-Head Cannon.
Sure.
I'll go battle phase.
It's going to be a lot.
It will be a lot, because this has to summon an attack. So we'll go 24 over the tomato.
Unlike my Pyramid Turtle, unfortunately. You've got, what, an Archfiend and a X-Head coming my way, too?
Two very big vanilla dudes.
Yeah, big vanilla dudes.
Put the Reaper in attack. I know you want to.
I have targets. I'm just thinking what makes the most sense based on what I've got. I think we might have to do that. It's going to hurt, but I don't think I have much of a choice. Check my graveyard here. I think I'm going to go for the Plague Spreader.
I thought you might. Okay, so we'll attack over Plague.
I'm going to take 15 and 18, so that's 33 total.
Okay, I'll go main 2. Let's hope for the best. Brain Con doesn't beat me. You can't Snatch Steal and then Demise. Seems like it should be in my favor. Go ahead, your turn.
Had to have back row on top of this. That's so... All right, I'll draw. All right. How do we pull one off this time?
Look at all these normal summons.
That was the back row you had from before when you truenated. So that one's just been sitting there. We haven't really done a ton. Back's against the wall here, so I don't really think I have much of a choice. Okay. I will go for a normal summon of a Goblin Zombie. Yep. I will attempt to... I will Book of Life Plague Spreader.
Sure. What would you like to banish?
The Destroyer Golem, because that's actually relevant.
The first time I've
His
ever
Dark
heard
Calling's
those
in my
words.
future.
You gotta get rid of that Destroyer Golem, dude.
Dark Gaia, man. Dark Gaia. It's better than Sonic Bird. All right. We'll sync. Try for
Brio's
Brio.
fine, yeah.
We will activate.
Do you want to use your Goblin Zombie?
Oh yeah, sorry, Goblin Zombie.
I got you, bro. I'm looking out for you.
I forgot.
Bud.
Thank you. It's mandatory. It's mandatory. Thank you.
Yeah, me just maintaining game state. I got you. All right, go ahead and activate your Brio. Yep.
I was getting too far ahead of myself. I appreciate you being a pal. All right, we'll go Brio effect. Thinking here. We're playing with pre-errata Brio, right? So I can divide this up. I don't have to jump 4. Okay, cool. So I'll start with that. Let's... Oh, I don't
think there's anything you can do.
All right, let's try to make the coast clear here. We'll start with the Mizuki in the back row.
I'll allow it.
For my next trick, I guess that gives me some degree of feeling like I'm not screwed here yet. There's so many things I got to worry about. I have to worry about you having another way to get to Demise. I have to worry about if I don't kill this Chaos Sork, you...
Does he not run Red Dragon Archfiend? He can Mizuki, make Red Dragon Archfiend, attack over the Demise, and then Red Dragon Archfiend's effect would kill the Chaos Sorcerer at end of battle. That would at least clear the board and put him in a better state, because these are the only 2 threats, right? Like, these 2 cards aren't really doing anything. He can't even exceed with them, so, like, it doesn't matter. He has to kill these 2. So I think it's literally just Red Dragon Archfiend. I just don't remember if he actually has it in his list or not.
You have another way to summon it already, just with, like, stuff on board. Granted, it will, like, could be back in your hand. But I have to think about if you have a way to resummon it, if I bounce it, or do I just kill it so I just don't have to worry. There's a lot. There's a lot.
Here's what you're gonna do, Alex. I can already tell. I can help you out. You're gonna pitch the last 4 cards of your hand to bounce everything on the field. You're gonna activate Plague Spreader, go into Stardust, and attack me for 25, and you're gonna feel like shit because I'm gonna win the game.
I'm trying to avoid that from happening. Thank you very much. So
I don't doubt that you have a lot of going through your mind right now. I'm trying to think like optimally.
I just want him to look in his extra deck.
Too, that could steal me the game. I don't know, man.
Right, because like you still have 2 other. You have a back row, and that could be a bluff for all I know. But you have 2 other cards that you're just chilling on. So like you could also have other stuff that just completely just like thwarts this. I think that just like gets. I think I'm gonna do a disciplined variation of this play. So we're gonna go Mizuki, get the Goblin Zombie. This should not be surprising that I'm doing this. We'll bring back Plague. I'm going to stack this card. Then we're gonna sink these off. This gets banished. We're gonna go Duke.
He does have Red Dragon Archfiend. Is he gonna Doom Kaiser Crash?
Kaiser.
Okay.
I think he's gonna Doom Kaiser
Trigger Goblin
Crash.
Zombie. We will get how many targets left? I'll be honest. We will grab another Goblin Zombie. Why not? Okay, so from here, the question becomes, how do I deal with the rest of your stuff? We're gonna Brio pitch the Goblin Zombie. We're gonna take out this.
No!
That's
You have to kill that! My voice just cracked. You have to kill that! Bro, I don't know. I'm like 30. Okay, but you have to kill that. Like, there's no way. Like, he can just summon it again. You saw him search End of the World, and you're leaving 2 level 4s up. You can't. Oh, God, man.
what, because I actually
Simo's literally just, like,
not clear.
punting this game.
So now the question becomes just dealing with your board here. I could just potentially leave some guys up. There is also a world where I just try to bounce a bunch of your shit and just try to get in as much damage as possible. If both Brio and Doom Kaiser hit, you actually cannot demise me. But that would require me pitching my whole hand in order to do that. And that gives you a Chaos Sork back, which I'm not particularly fond of, because that gives you a somewhat easy way to out my board if you can get a Light and Dark into the grave. ARA is at 1, so the chance of you doing that isn't, like, super high, but I'm just being on the cautious side. Demise 1 card face down. We'll go battle.
Okay.
We'll just kill Chaos Sork.
Okay.
We'll kill Soldier.
Okay.
Second main. I guess I just leave this fucking X-Head cannon as much as I don't want to. I'm gonna set 2 and pass.
Okay. I will draw. Stand by main. Alright, I'm gonna normal summon Sonic Bird. And I'm gonna use its effect.
Gives you the demise material. Yeah, sure.
I will pull the last ritual spell from my deck, the End of the World.
Sure.
Okay, so he didn't have it, but he can get it. So we're chilling.
After I activate it. I'm gonna activate the End of the World.
Who are you attributing?
I'm gonna tribute the bird and this Senju in my hand.
Okay.
King Armageddon.
You've got 2 in hand. You still have one of those cards I know is a back row. I will Torrential.
Best case scenario. Wow. Okay. That's so much better than I thought this was gonna go. Torrential's fine. The wipe's okay. I'll set 1 and I'll pass. Go ahead.
Okay. I'll draw. Gives you fodder. It's not great. I will... Any monster kills me, which I don't like. I'll set and pass.
Draw. Sangin.
That's a monster.
1,000.
This is
Bonk.
also a monster.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, man.
You were wondering why I wasn't taking it from
Go.
deck. Now you know the reason.
Yeah. Got a stalemate. I'm just gonna
Ooh,
stare
the
at
skill
you.
drain top deck.
We do. We do. Main 1. Yikes. Okay. Well, Reaper is good, but if you have any way to target him, I am still dead, so I will set and pass.
Keep in mind, Dark Gaia puts things in attack too, so you're still dead to that.
That I would be dead in that case as well.
Stand by me.
It's like, speaking of which, activate Dark.
Yeah, right.
You don't have an Earth, so I feel okay about that. Or a rock, whatever you need.
Light Dark.
Oh. Oh. This works too. This works too. Okay.
Banish.
He's gone.
Sanguinin. What do we got?
Raikou.
Fascinating. Okay.
Take out the Chaos Sork.
Yep.
Mill 3. Okay.
Those are all good cards. Yeah.
I wouldn't say skill drain's good when I have 600 life points.
Pass. Go ahead.
I've got cards that do it. Okay. Go ahead.
I think that's game.
Oh my
Light-
god,
Light Dark?
dude!
Blockluster this time.
Jesus Christ.
I realize
Yeah.
I'm only losing to Book of Moon here. So battle phase, game.
How are you losing to Book of Moon? Either of these need to connect.
Well, yeah. I mean, you'll see. I'll show you in a sec. What do you got?
You got it.
Yeah, I know I got it. I
Oh
got
my
traps to mech here
God.
too.
Okay, that's
What
why.
are these?
That's
What
why.
are these?
Yeah, they were traps. So I had Ring. There was... Okay, so part of the scenario I was
Not
weighing
surprised.
was if I went for if I bounced everything and attacked with Doom Kaiser plus Brio, if you had BLS or a big thing, I could have ringed it, assuming you didn't have Trap Stun. And I would have forced the draw, and we would have gone to game 4.
Was this,
So
did you have this since, like, turn 1? Was this one of the first things you set?
No, I drew it, like, midway through the game.
Okay.
I had it, like, when I was doing the big play with the Brio and the Doom Kaiser, that was, like, one of the things I was...
Yeah, he literally should have just slammed, Red MD, or not Red MD, why can't I think of his name? Red Archfiend Dragon, that's what I'm thinking. He literally could just slam that card, and it actually solves all of his problems here. He literally, I think maybe even could have won had he done that. Because that monster actually goes really hard in this niche scenario, and he even had it in his extra deck. So, yeah, that's really depressing. Simo, like, really trolled these matches. So I would recommend staying off of zombies because if you can't see the lines, whenever you're playing a deck with floaters, guys, always think that floater is either the monster that you have in front of you or it's any monster that it can get in the deck if you're willing to crash. And he could have crashed way sooner and he would have put himself in so much of a better spot had he actually like played with his advantage and like built stronger boards, but he just refused to do that for some reason and just sat there and like watched Gage slowly like pick away at everything he had until he just lost. So that was pretty hard to watch.
Yeah, so it was tough because it's like, okay, with the Veiler, I was like trying to weigh if you have Dark Gaia or BLS, because it's like if you have BLS and I
don't know, he's doing mental gymnastics and nothing is relevant. He just like misplayed everything else leading up to that. Like he could have even searched the second Veiler, like I said. So I don't know. I'm gonna wrap it up with this video. It's already gone pretty long. We're like an hour in or something like that. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see me react to more Prog. Let me know in the comments. I'll keep doing these, but I figured I'd just give this a shot, see if I could bring back some reaction content because it is a lot of fun to do. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you guys have a great time dueling today.